and welcome back. I did an extensive break on purpose so I can show you guys how to do an edit. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead to the app, and of course I went on duty. I forgot to start recording. I went back on duty at 3 minutes ago. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and notice that the until break clock has completely reset, and I have a full 8 hours before this I'm supposed to take my next break, which I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get a chance to actually utilize that because I have a short period of drive time, all right, to get back, to finish out. All right, so if you take notice that my drive clock has 8 hours and 17 minutes, and then my shift clock has 8 hours and 44 minutes. That time at one point will overlap, okay? Because my shift is still going and my drive time will stop, okay? So if another hour passes, making my shift time go down to 7 hours and 43 minutes, although I still have 8 hours left of drive time, I cannot drive after my 14 hours is up. So those two clocks will reflect the same thing, and I will show you guys that later on, okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and make our edit. So because I'm already on duty, let's scroll on up to the log and let's make the edit. So we're going to go ahead and click on log. And then at the top of the graph, as you can see, where I was off duty for my meal, it was a little after 9, and then a little after 10, where you see at the top is the log will reflect what it is you do. So we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and we're going to see our last two entries. All right, so we're going to go ahead and make an edit to the off-duty time, okay? And in order to do that, I actually have to edit the on-duty time. I want to shorten out the off-duty time for that 58 minutes. I'm going to make it an exact 30 minutes. So I can't do an edit to the off-duty time because it will not actually save and go in and do anything, okay? What I have to do is bring that line at the top back down to off duty, so that time has to shorten out. Instead of a 58-minute break, I have to do a 30-minute break, okay? So what I want to do, I want to shorten up that 58 minutes and then say I'm on duty 28 minutes ago, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make an edit on the last on duty time. We're gonna make an edit. So the start time, let's see what time I actually took my break. I think it was at 9:22. So I just went back out, and now I'm going to take a look at, okay, the start time was 9:22. So my break should have finished 30 minutes after 9:22 would be 9:52. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and make an edit correctly for the on duty. I remember the time. My start time would be 9:52. 9 and then 52. It's a clock. So all you do is just tap the time. Okay, and it's of course AM. So you're gonna click on OK, and you will see the edit made at the top. Okay, you will see that edit made at the top, where you see where the timestamp changes up and it's highlighted in the blue. It will take that line and shorten it up. It will take that 28 minutes away from my my log on the graph. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the remark, and we're going to say loading. Even though they're not, I'm just doing something a little different. Okay, so we're going to erase what was up there, and we're going to say uploading. So all I did was type in a U, it pops right on up. Click on that, and then we're going to agree, save, and recertify. Okay, and that's how you make an edit. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go down and we're going to double check our work here. All right, so as you can see, I did it for 1 minute too short. Even though it was exactly 30 minutes, again, I say, and I remind you that I did state earlier, sometimes it may want you to do 31 minutes, okay? Because you don't know what the seconds are. Because I could have started it at 9:22 with 32 seconds. You know what I mean? So that's why it does the actual minute to recertify that, so that you're actually in the clear. So in order to make it an actual 30 minutes, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the actual time clock. The until break should change up at this point, so we're going to go back, and it did not reflect that. Okay, it did not reflect that, and that's okay, but sometimes it will. That's just a little faulty haywire stuff going on in the system. But go back to your logs, go back and make that edit to the on duty time. All right, so at this in particular time, what we're going to do, we're going to change the end time for the off duty time. So we're going to make that edit on the off duty at 9:22 a.m. Okay, so we're going to edit right where it says 9:52 a.m. We're going to go for 9:53 a.m. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tap on that arrow, 9:53. So 9 and then 53 a.m. Hit OK, and you're going to leave the remark as meal and then agree and recertify. And as you can see, you can scroll back down, and now you have a 30-minute off duty timestamp for your meal. Okay, and that's how you would work that system. All right, if you have any problems, you can always send a message, or you can just tamper around with it. The only thing that you cannot edit, again, is any drive time. If you look at any times, all the edit times would be highlighted except for when you're driving. Again, you cannot lie to the system when you are driving. See, all the green, you cannot edit any of the green. None of the green will be highlighted. All right, so that's how you make an edit and coming off of your lunch break.